This is another video recommended by you guys forever to me. I haven't watched it. I don't know why. Just kept pushing it off. Here we are. I'm falling down into the rabbit hole that is the Fat Electrician slash the Fat Files. Honestly, I'm kind of enjoying it. Either way, leave a comment, leave a like, or subscribe if you haven't, because otherwise your view isn't counted. I love YouTube changes. Let's go!
To do with the U.S. military. This has almost nothing to do with the U.S. military, but it's so ridiculous I can't not talk about it.
Either way, what do you mean America has a secret underground cheese bunker? What do you mean? Why is there an underground cheese bunker?
Today we're talking about America's strategic cheese reserve. Yeah, if you didn't know, the United States currently has over 500 underground cave warehouses spanning across 35 different states, the largest of which is underneath Springfield, Missouri, where America, as of August 2022, currently hoards 1.5 billion pounds of cheese. And just for the record, I realize I'm uploading this video very close to April Fool's Day. This is not an April Fool's joke. I am 100% serious. El Dorado is real, and Uncle Sam made it out of cheese.
What the?
El Dorado, the city of
right.
And I know what you're thinking. Right now, you're like, wow, that's a cool little factoid. I can't wait to share that with my buddy at the bar one day. But no, this is going to infect your thoughts for the rest of your life. You're never...
What is going on in America? America? Why do you have underground cheese bunkers? What do you need all this cheese for? what do you need all this cheese for, huh?
We're gonna see the world through the same lens ever again. I mean, for example, let's just say you're at home watching The Walking Dead. You're gonna come to the realization there'd be way more fucking cheese in the apocalypse than that, okay? You're never gonna be able to watch Mad Max again without thinking about cheese. You have to come to the terrifying realization that you live in a world where there is a greater than 0% chance that one of these underground cheese caves gets mistaken for a government facility and gets nuked in World War III, and we're gonna have to deal with a radioactive tsunami wave of nacho cheese.
2 years ago. Oh, past Fat Electrician, if only you knew what was going on in 2025. If only.
And this is real life. So I asked myself one question: how on earth did America get to this point? Because I know it didn't happen overnight. And what I found was the craziest real-world example of a butterfly effect that I have ever seen. And believe it or not, it all actually ties back in with last week's video of the ice cream ships of World War II. If you missed that, the super abbreviated version, basically the US government banned alcohol during Prohibition in the 1920s. Because of that, all the bars in America turned themselves into ice cream parlors to stay in business. Ice cream stepped up to fill the social void left by alcohol. If so facto, there was like 2 generations of Americans that treated ice cream like it was alcohol, socially speaking. As I'm sure you can imagine,
Huh, interesting. I like ice cream.
this would drive
It's
up
your full
dairy
Kitsu,
consumption.
I guess it is.
Combine that with the fact that the 30s and 40s is when refrigeration would become readily accessible, meant that for the first time in human history there was such a demand for dairy products that farmers could exclusively become dairy farmers, meaning that this would be the birth of the entire dairy industry. And honestly, it worked out great. Right up until it didn't in 1949.
Lovely.
1949, 4 years after World War II, the American military is downsized, there's not an entire horde of young men eating 10,000 calories a day, and America's not exporting anywhere near as much food to other countries for war relief, meant that there was a decrease in dairy consumption, or a dip in the dairy market. As this became a bigger and bigger problem, the government had to step in because they weren't about to let the entire dairy industry implode, because, I mean, let's face it, that would be utter catastrophe. So the USDA stepped in and said, hey, you know what, we're gonna buy all the excess milk. Okay, pause.
Okay, so they had just a lot of extra dairy and they needed to do something with it and they put it in cheese. Wouldn't the cheese at one point go bad? I guess depends on the cheese, and I mean, I guess some cheeses are just moldy. I don't know.
Thought experiment. You're a dairy farmer. You make all of your money
aged.
by selling milk. And then suddenly, a couple years back, motherfuckers quit drinking milk, aka you made less money. Now the government has come out of left field and said, hey, we're gonna buy all of the milk. What do? You make more fucking milk. And that's exactly what happened. So just to be clear, there was already too much milk. Now there's definitely gonna be too much milk. So naturally, all the milk starts flowing in. The government has absolutely no idea
A fucking nightmare for the lactose intolerant, by the
what
way.
to do with it, so they turn it into cheese, that way it doesn't expire. That part makes sense, but now what do you do with all the cheese? They have no clue, so they just throw it underneath a mountain, ignore it, and hope the problem goes away. But it doesn't go away because every single presidential administration through the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, they all continue to buy up excess milk to prop up the dairy industry, turn it into cheese, and stash it away in these caves.
They just kept doing it. You know what? I guess America is pretty prepared for the apocalypse after all. You got a lot of cheese down there. Hey, I guess if worst comes to shove, you're fine.
It literally turns into a giant political game of kick the can down the road because nobody wants to be the president that crashes the global economy by not buying enough milk while sitting on top of a mountain of cheese, which, understandable, I don't want to be that guy either. Then, fast forward to 1980, Ronald Reagan, aka the small government guy, gets elected,
Did Trump ever talk about the cheese bunkers?
finds out that the US government is sitting on top of 500 million pounds of cheese and spending $1 million a day to refrigerate and store it, and he looks at this whole issue like a beaver looks at running water.
How much?
Sitting on top of 500 million pounds of cheese and...
My European brain needs to, 500 million pounds.
finds out that the US government is sitting on top of 500 million pounds.
500 million pounds. That's a lot of zeros. Pounds in kilogram. I can't even read this number. I don't know what this number is. But I don't even know what this number is. This is the kilogram number. 226 million. Bro, that's a lot of cheese. Change it to tons? Oh. Well, either way, that's a lot of cheese. And it's a lot of costly.
Pounds of cheese and spending $1 million a day to refrigerate and store it. And he looks at this whole issue like a beaver looks at running water. Absolutely fucking not. We can't have it. So his administration goes about figuring out the cheapest way to solve this cheese problem. Obviously, we're gonna throw it all in the ocean. However, having at least the foresight to...
That's such a waste of food! Consume it! What the why would you throw that away? Yeah, dog, thank you! Thank you for the prime! Bro, if you have... Just donate the cheese. Just donate the fucking cheese. Be a good person.
Understand that would cause political backlash. He wanted to see how the public would receive it, so someone from his administration shows up to a White House press conference with a 5-pound block of moldy cheese and is like, hey, we got 500 million pounds of this shit. How would you guys feel if we threw it in the ocean? It'll be fun. We'll save money on cheese. We're gonna find out if blue whales are lactose intolerant.
Yeah, I don't think that happened. I will be honest. I don't think people would be happy with this.
It's gonna be a great science experiment. The public did not go for it. They kind of felt like, hey, I've paid taxes for the last 40 years. You've turned those taxes into cheese. I would at least like...
You turned these taxes into cheese! Oh my god.
Cheese. So then the Reagan administration took the 55-gallon drums of cheese, cut it up into 5-pound blocks, packaged it, and spent the remainder of his administration funneling 300 million pounds of cheese into impoverished and elderly homes. And this
there you go! Easy!
Where we get the saying, government cheese from.
You're gonna end up eating a steady diet of government cheese and living in a van down by the river.
The U.S. government...
Wait, government cheese is actually a term? That's why we don't have free healthcare, it goes to cheese and taxes. Oh bro, America is something else. That's... Good old America.
Would then continue to give out government cheese until the 1990s when they seemingly ran out, because as of today, all 1.5 billion pounds of underground secret cheese in America is privately owned by corporations like Kraft and Velveeta. And this is the part where
of course it's privately owned. Why wouldn't it be?
I wanted to end the video on a happy note.
Why
the
wouldn't
government
it be?
made a mistake. They fixed a mistake over 50 years. Happy ending. Hooray. However, it didn't really make sense because something happened in the 1990s where the government was able to stop buying the excess milk. What?
Okay. I've seen a few reactors who were recipients of this cheese and they said it was some of the best cheese they've ever had. Well, damn! I'd like some free cheese, bro. Especially in this economy.
What happened? And that's when it hit me. It was absolutely the Got Milk ad campaign, the biggest, most iconic ad campaign of all time. I mean, every cafeteria and every school in America had a bunch of posters of famous athletes with milk mustaches saying, "Got milk, drink your milk." I vividly remember commercials as a child telling me that if I didn't drink enough milk, my arms would literally fall off my body.
Wait a minute. Milk is a government plant? People were gaslit into drinking milk? Oh my god. Milk is a government psyop. It's government propaganda! Get the milk out of here! Wallace, Robert, we're moving to the USA. Okay. Oh my. Yeah, we had a lot of milk ads too, to be honest. Milk was always advertised as really healthy. To be honest, I do like milk, although I'm lactose intolerant. But I do like milk. Did you know, chat? Listen, I make myself lactose intolerant. The issue is, if you stop drinking milk at one point in your life, your natural lactose intolerance will start developing. Because as a baby, you're not lactose intolerant. So never stop drinking milk. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. Don't do that mistake. Drink milk. Do brown cows make choco milk? Yes.
Well, Mr. Miller told me he never drinks milk. Look at him.
What the?
Oh, that's not good.
Right.
Surely this is
Holy gaslight.
what inspired an entire generation of Americans to eat and drink more dairy products, right? I mean, yeah, probably, but looking back on it now as an adult, doesn't it seem just a little bit weird that it wasn't a particular company putting on all these ads?
Smooth. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that swap of the head. Very nice.
Like, if there wasn't one company profiting from selling all this milk, where was all the money coming from? I mean, it almost seems like the government launched a giant psychological ad campaign, just so that they could offload milk so they wouldn't have to keep contributing to their mountain of cheese. Well, I'm gonna take this off now because that's legit exactly what happened. In 1995, the U.S. government created a non-profit organization known as Dairy Management Incorporated, and their entire job was to get the American people to eat and drink more dairy products. Literally a cabal of individuals plotting behind the scenes to get people to eat more cheese. It's the cheesiest conspiracy of all time. And I'm not even kidding. Anything that has ever been sold or marketed that involved way too much cheese on it, this company is behind. Okay, they're the reason that Taco Bell started selling steak quesadillas. They were behind the Got Milk ad campaign. In 2002, when Pizza Hut had the Summer of Cheese event where they put way too much cheese on all their pizzas, this is who was behind it.
It's all a government. What's the word? Holy shit. The government wants us to drink milk. Why do you think the government wants us to drink milk? Because it's racist and the government is racist, that's why. Yeah, so PSYOP. It's a PSYOP! It's a government PSYOP! Oh my god.
In 2010, when Domino's almost went out of business, they gave Domino's $12 million to stay in business and then gave them a bunch of cheese so that they could put extra cheese on all of their pizzas.
Based. I love Domino's.
And that was their entire proposition for staying in business. Hey, our pizzas have more cheese on them now, so they're good. It is absolutely insane. So I did it. I found the world's cheesiest conspiracy, but then I found leaked internal documents from DMI. And they are the funniest fucking thing I have ever read in my entire life.
What do you mean there's leaked documents about this? Why are there leaked documents? Why do they have leaked documents? Why are there hidden documents about cheese bunkers and milk? What is going on?
Let me go ahead and read one for you now. It's a letter from Pizza Hut to DMI regarding a meeting they recently had, July 6, 1999. Dear Greta, we wanted to express our thanks once again for a wonderful meeting last week. We appreciate your team taking the time to share some very valuable information and creativity during our brainstorming session. Everyone
Manager cheese marketing. She is the cheese marketing manager. What? I love that title. I fucking wish I was a cheese marketing manager.
Everyone is very excited about the presentation you gave regarding DMI's available resources and cheese industry insights. We look forward to working together to develop many cheese ideas we've discussed. We believe this is going to be a valuable partnership for both Pizza Hut and DMI. Let's sell more pizza and more cheese! Exclamation point. Thank you again for coming to Dallas. We look forward to talking to you soon about our partnership opportunities. We will call you next week to discuss the next steps. Sincerely, Derek, Lord of the Cheese, and
Lord of the Cheese.
Liskrin, Lady of the Cheese.
Lady of the Cheese! Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait. You know what that reminds me of? Wait. Let me see if I can find it. If I'm even remembering this correctly. Just a second. Here. Danny Phantom, the Dairy King. Fucking Dairy King with like a cheese fucking head and crown. Is this a lot of cheese?
Even they know that this is a fucking joke. Why is this such a joke? Well, because Dairy Management Incorporated, while it is a non-profit, they don't actually have to raise money for themselves like most non-profits do, because they're also a government checkoff program, which means every dairy farmer in America is legally required, whether they want to or not, to send this company money so that they can advertise on their behalf. And their annual budget is like $140 million a year, with their CEO and top level executives all making right around $1 million per year. Okay, if you're not
bro, advertise cheese on my channel. Just give me some cheese for free and I'll advertise it for you. Come on, man. I love cheese.
What I'm putting down, I'm trying to tell you, there is a group of people in America getting paid $1 million to convince Americans that cheese is awesome. Okay, that's like trying to fucking explain.
I honestly think they succeeded. I haven't met a single American that doesn't like cheese. Have you seen Americans? Have you seen? I don't need compensate exactly. I mean, cheese is awesome. Cheese is all. There you go.
Stevie Wonder, what nothing looks like, and
bro. They were successful. You all have been government psyoped. They were successful. I'm American, but I'm allergic to cheese. But I bet if you weren't, you love cheese. Bro, I know someone else who's also allergic and she misses cheese.
Getting paid $1 million for it. He already fucking knows that, okay? It makes no goddamn sense. Cheese is so fucking good that it is the one thing on earth that if you were allergic to it, we're not going to say you have a cheese allergy. No, you're lactose intolerant. We're not going to say you're allergic because we all know you're going to eat that shit anyways because the consequences are worth it. Am I upset?
True!
Right now? A little bit. Is it because I'm jealous? Uh-huh. It's basically selling ass candles to dogs and getting paid $1 million for it. It is the most ridiculously easy job on...
Literally, you're just advertising something that people already like. Like, you can't fail. There is no failure. You love this. People love cheese. Easiest advertisement of my life. Bro, let me advertise fucking cheese. I'll do it. I'll do it not for free. I want to get somebody out of it. Almost free.
the planet. And I'm so mad that it's not mine. Anyways, I guess if you made it this far in the Unhinged TED Talk, in conclusion, the US government banned alcohol in the 1920s. It set forth a ripple effect through time, and now some dude in 2023 has my dream job of making $1 million a year to convince people
of being the cheese lord
of some shit they already knew. And the US has 1.5 billion pounds of cheese hidden in an underground cave network. Fucking the more you know, I guess. Thanks for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch at thefatelectrician.com. Quack bang. Out. I'm gonna go eat some fucking cheese.
I feel like the Fat Electrician is selling me American propaganda. I am getting to like America more and more because of him. This is some fucking American propaganda right here, man. Oh my god. He's awesome. Yeah, he's awesome. Now I want cheese, yeah. Just like I wanted waffles after the Waffle House video, man. It's working, it goddamn is. You will move to Texas. Why Texas? Texas is hot. He's American military, Jesus Christ. So it is propaganda. It is American psyop again. That is one of his goals, and that is one of his goals. I think I'm having a stroke trying to read what you're saying. That is one of his goals. He hates one of his goals is he hates anti-American propaganda by Americans, so he's made it this goal to say, here's what we do that's awesome. I see. Dyslexic. No, he misspelled it. I had to decipher it. Like, JDB wrote, that is one of his goals is he hates anti-American. That is not my fault, okay? Either way, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.